Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cop Talk. Liverpool 3, Atletico Madrid 2. Wow. This game was full of drama at the end. As usual this season with Liverpool. It seems like every game is decided right at the end of the game. Definitely the last couple of games have been decided in stoppage time. The ones before that, Bournemouth. Yeah, late on, we went to 3-2, and then I think we scored the fourth goal in the 90th minute. Newcastle, yes, that was in like the 100th minute of extra time. And the Arsenal game, I think we scored the winner in 80-something minute, 83rd minute. Szoboszlai worldie, free kick. So, look, okay, a lot's being made so far of Liverpool late winners, but it's not an accident. I've said this before. This is not luck. Sometimes it can be fortuitous the way it comes about. Like the penalty was fortuitous for Liverpool. You know, the guy from Burnley sticking his arm out and a penalty. But we can't control that. And like I said before, Liverpool are not going to say, well, no, I think Burnley, you defended very well, so we're not going to take the penalty and you guys have a draw. Come on, it doesn't work like that. It's not luck. It keeps happening because Liverpool keep playing to the end. They don't stop trying to win the game. And that's what I'm saying. Luck would be Alisson kicks a goal kick. From his goal kick, the ball bounces in the net in the 95th minute. Yeah, that's lucky. But that's not how the goals are coming about. So, listen, man. The haters of Liverpool, I don't care. I don't like it. Rio Ferdinand talking on his stupid podcast with some idiot Arsenal fan. Yeah, man, Liverpool, they're scraping it, man. They're so lucky and they're mad, these people, man. They just want to talk. I don't know why. I think sometimes people get better views and clicks and all this rubbish if they rant and rave and sound angry. And I think people like watching that stuff. I mean, I must admit, I've watched that stuff before with when there's one called Haters on YouTube, and you watch these fans of other clubs doing live watch-alongs of Liverpool, which I don't understand, but hey, look, good luck to them. And they're screaming when Liverpool score a goal. It's funny, but I don't understand that. But hey, that's the world we're living in at the moment. Anyway, back to so Liverpool are not lucky. So anyone who thinks that, I don't agree. What do you guys think watching? I mean, let me know. Do you think we're lucky? Think Liverpool have been lucky winning these games? Let me know what you think. Convince me that we're lucky. I don't believe it. Okay, so on to the game itself. Liverpool 2-0 up within 6 minutes, which was very unusual for Liverpool this season. That hasn't happened yet. And we were playing some good football. The first goal for Liverpool was quite lucky, you could say. But it came from a free kick on the edge of the area of Atletico Madrid. So sometimes if you push in forward and you're making things happen, things come from it. And that's what happened on this occasion. Salah hits the free kick in. It's probably going wide, but it hits Robertson and deflects into the goal. I think it's Robertson, the defender, and I don't know who it hit last, to be honest with you. It looked like Robertson. Could have been the defender, depends, but look, they gave it to Robertson, which I don't mind, and 1-0. The second goal, was just Salah at his best. Cutting in from the left, 1-2, strength and, balance and composure, the winner. The goal, 2-0. Straight into the bottom corner, great finish. Just what he's been doing for years, basically. So, 2-0, Liverpool in control. But then, it's almost like Liverpool started to ease up a little bit. They said, okay, we've done the job now. Not totally, because they had chances to score the third, and I mean, thankfully that penalty was not given. They gave a penalty. The ball clearly didn't hit the Atletico Madrid's player's arm, and the penalty was overturned by VAR, which is a good decision. I mean, at the time I was watching it, who I was watching it with, we were saying, "Oh, penalty! Here we go. Maybe Isak will take it, score his first goal." And I think Andrew Yaz is saying, "No, I don't want Isak to get his first goal from a penalty." And Yaz was quite clear it wasn't a penalty. I didn't care. We've been so many bad decisions on VAR. If we get a bad decision in our favour, then I would take it. But the right decision in the end was made, and there was no penalty. And from there, the game was pretty even. Atletico Madrid had their moments, without really threatening too much. And but they're a quality side, and I know they're missing some players as well, but they've got good players, man. These top European teams, they can play football, They've got players with quality and technique and, aggressive defending and blocking. And so, they're a good side. So, they were in the game still at 2-0, although you couldn't see a way back for them, really. Liverpool were pushing to get the third, and they came close a couple of times. Then, right at the end of that first half, and almost you could sense it, Atletico Madrid started to get a few dangerous situations, and they got a goal. Now, the player of Atletico Madrid, Griezmann, he was standing in front of Alisson. The goal sort of trickles in, and it wasn't like a rasping shot, but it went in, and the goal stood. They could say he was in like Alisson's vision, and I didn't think they would disallow the goal. But look, it stood, so 2-1 half-time, which kind of deflated, you could see, the players and the fans a little bit. Second half begins, same kind of pattern. Liverpool, kind of on top, with Atletico Madrid were still in the game, and so they were still trying as well, and they had some moments, although I don't think Alisson made any miraculous saves from them. There was a couple of moments that they had, but yeah, they were in the game still. I think that Llorente, who seems to love scoring against Liverpool, he had a couple of moments as well before he scored his second goal. And so, but Liverpool then had theirs as well. There was some great counter-attack, great football with Liverpool. Salah should have scored, hit the post. There were some other moments where maybe Liverpool should. I think in the first half, I remember one where Isak put Wirtz through, he rounds the keeper, and then I think it was Frimpong couldn't get his shot away properly. So look, there was some great moments in the game for Liverpool to get that third goal, and we didn't get it. If we'd have got that, then there would have been no drama. Then, obviously, Atletico equalised, and everyone's, deflated. To be honest with you, I was thinking it was going to end in a draw, this game, at that point. But Liverpool keep pushing. They keep pushing, and they should have scored before Van Dijk really did, but there was a couple of chances. There was one that went into the side netting, which I thought was a goal. There was another one which, and I think Andrew, at that point, he celebrated. He thought it was a goal as well. And there was another one with Konate, he headed wide, I think. So, yeah, there was a couple of moments before, and then up steps Van Dijk, gets the winner. The place goes crazy. Simeone loses his shit, starts fighting with fans, and yeah, the drama, the box office comes into play. But overall, the course of the game, Liverpool deserved to win the game, definitely. And we played some really good stuff. I mean, listen, that was a real good test for Liverpool, that game. Super tough game, good opponents. Maybe they weren't at full strength, but they were still very, very dangerous. And it was an entertaining game to watch. I think I was with Yaz watching it. He said he didn't feel it was a great game, but I really enjoyed it. And the way it ended as well. Unbelievable. And Van Dijk, I mean, he was immense. But Gravenberch was, that guy he is really improving all the time. I mean, he is exceptional. He did the 1-2 with Salah for Salah's goal. He was so good in midfield, so good. All right, I think he lost the ball a couple of times, but listen, this guy he's playing at a very high level, and he's only 23 or something like that. He can get better. I mean, he's really good. Excellent player. Frimpong had a good game, I think. Obviously, Van Dijk had a great game. Gakpo was a bit poor. Salah looked back to his best. Isak, wow, how can I forget? We saw the debut of Isak. And I think he did okay. He showed really good touches. You know, it's obvious he's not up to match fitness, but boy, he's going to be a player. Some sweet touches. He's a top player. And when he gets going, and, you know, I think Wirtz as well was much better in this game. When these players all start to click, oh my God, this Liverpool team's going to be something else. I think we'll be susceptible to a counter-attack, and top teams will be able to exploit us on that. But the way we're playing is very, very good. Yeah, and I think that's it. So who do you think was your man of the match? I think Gravenberch should get it, to be honest, from me, for overall game, but Van Dijk, just for being Van Dijk. I mean, I don't know what to say about this guy. I mean, he's obviously one of the best ever defenders to ever play for Liverpool. That is without question. Just the ability of the player as a footballer as a whole, not just a defender. I mean, this guy is a leader. He's a captain. You know, talk about Captain Fantastics and people like Brian Robson back in the day for Man United and England. This guy is Captain Fantastic. And for me, he's working his way up to Stevie G level in terms of impactfulness on a game. You know, he's exceptional. I mean, Stevie G was another super talented footballer, exceptional footballer. But this guy, Van Dijk, he's getting there. I mean, he's pushing for that. You know, he's definitely in the conversation in that top 10 players that have ever played for Liverpool, ever, in the history of the club. He's up there in that top 10 for me. You know, you've got players, obviously, Dalglish, Stevie G, Mo Salah, John Barnes, Billy Liddell from his era. So many great players. So many unbelievable, talented, and players that really impact their club and the team. And Virgil van Dijk is in the conversation up there. Probably not surpassing Dalglish or Stevie G. But he's in the conversation. He's in that top 10 for me. Let me know what you think. I personally believe that. I think he's one of the best ever players to play for Liverpool. And the fact that he's a defender and he's getting in there, that says something. I mean, he's such a leader, the aura he has as a player, and the amount of times he has scored a goal, like that goal. Again, it's not an accident. He should probably score more of these goals, but he's so heavily marked at corners that, you know, it's difficult. You know, I get it, it's difficult, but this guy is something else, mate. And we are so fortunate to have him. Yaz said something interesting. He reckons one day he could be our manager. And I think I said my response was, I think if he wants to be the manager, he will be. He will just go into management and he'll start at Liverpool. He won't have to go anywhere else. The guy's exceptional. The aura on him is, yeah. These people don't come around, not just players. These people do not come around often in a club's history. You know, I liken him to like Dalglish for that. Dalglish has stayed at Liverpool and managed Liverpool and was successful again there. And Van Dijk could be a very similar type of situation, in my opinion, if he wants that. It's up to him, obviously, what he decides to do. But yeah, I think he's very capable to do it. And there we have it. Isak's debut. Van Dijk late winner. Simeone fighting with the fans. A pulsating game. And Liverpool come out on top. And yeah, Gravenberch, my man of the match. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think. Whether you think I'm talking rubbish, you agree, what you thought about the game. What do you think about all these late winners we're getting? Let me know. Van Dijk, do you agree? One of Liverpool's best ever players, not just defenders, ever players. Any position. And I will see you on the next one. I apologise. This is a very late posting. It's probably going to go up the day of the Everton game, and I really apologise. It's been a hectic week for me personally, outside of this video stuff. So, accept my apologies. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take care.